To start the day, TJ made us breakfast. So there's bacon, eggs, and rice. And the egg looks amazing. I don't even know how he did that, but wonderful breakfast. Yay. We are on our way right now to the library to return some stuff that we had rented or checked out. And we haven't been able to get any news about the car yet. They called us and said that they'll be able to run diagnostics either today or tomorrow, but they're a little short-staffed at the moment, so we'll at least have an answer by the end of tomorrow. So anyway. We are on another walk, and it's really nice out this evening. We are by the Eau Claire River right now that goes through the city, and we're actually kind of over by the campus area, so right over there is campus. They're doing a lot of construction. They've been doing it for like 2 years now. I think they're building a science building. But anyway, we are both feeling pretty stressed out. It's a little tense right now, but we're trying to relax. I really love it out here, but the bugs are really bad. When we were going through the woods, the mosquitoes were eating us really badly. And now there's mosquitoes, but there's also like flies and stuff. But we're gonna chill by the water for a little bit, and then like TJ's skipping some rocks, and then we're gonna walk back before dark probably. It's like graduation week for the class of 2025. And so they're having like a celebration over there, and a lot of people are having their picture taken and stuff. So that was kind of cool. You can hear the music that they're playing over there. So it's a nice evening to come out and explore and soak in the city. So we've been enjoying it. We're just both really stressed out, and we don't know what our next steps are, so it's hard to not think about it, like the vehicle and our financial struggles right now. It's hard not to think about it even in moments like this, but there's no point in just like sitting and moping around the apartment, so we're trying to just keep on going. But anyway, that's it for now. Fish. And it's alive, so TJ's trying to like see if it needs to help or something. I think it's injured. Do you think someone fished it?
Not sure.
I haven't seen a fish that big though for a long time.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or do you think it's just naturally dying right now?
It might just be dying.
That's sad.
It's gonna be good. Hopefully. Not much we can do for it.
Right. I don't got a single problem with provocative. See the bodies, how they burn, it's just the way it is. Smoky, dark, crowded room. I need nothing under pink light in June. I was so cool, but then all of a sudden you saw me look at you. And I burned for you, and you don't even know my name. If you asked me to, that part was bad. I'd give up everything to be close to you. Pull the trigger on the gun I gave you when you met. I wanna be close to you. Break my heart and start a fire. You got me overnight. Just let me be close to you, close to you, close to you. As you promised me that I was more than all the miles combined, you must have had yourself a change of heart like halfway through the drive, because your voice trailed off exactly as you passed my exit sign. You kept on driving straight and left our future, and I am terrified of weather, 'cause I see you when it rains. Doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the plains, and I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault. Well, I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose, and your tire tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half. That'll have to do. All that'll have to do. My other half was you. I hope this pain's just passing through, but I doubt it. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault. I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose, and your tire tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half. That'll have to do, have to do. I just took a shower. It is Tuesday. It's about 9 a.m. And so I'm gonna get dressed and do my hair. And then I'm gonna put together my nature video. I took some videos of water and like our walk last night for the nature channel. And then I'm gonna make something to eat. I'm not really sure what I'll make yet, but do some dishes, and then TJ should be home pretty soon around that time while I'm doing dishes. So once he's home, we'll probably eat together and then go for a walk or something. And then we're just sort of trying to figure out what we're gonna do to pay for the vehicle so that we can get it from the fixer-upper people. What are they called? Mechanic. So we can get it from the mechanics. But yeah, I better get dressed and get started. I'm just having some thoughts, and I guess I'm gonna be vulnerable for a second, but I was just thinking about how as an adult, it kind of feels like there's nothing to look forward to a lot of the time. And if you don't have money, if you don't have a vehicle, if you don't have things to offer, it's hard to have connection with other people. Because if you can't go out and do fun things, if you're not able to spend money, if you're not able to go out, people don't tend to want to hang out with you. The world is also just becoming less and less social and connected. And especially if you come from a broken family, it can be hard as an adult to find any sort of connection with other people, especially like lasting connections. And on top of that, if you don't have the money to plan things and the resources, you don't really have events to look forward to. When you're growing up, there's always the next thing that's coming. Even if, like, I grew up poor. I grew up very poor, at least by American standards. I didn't grow up with a lot. But even so, growing up, you always have, like, for me, it was like band concerts, choir concerts, I was in marching band, so there was rehearsal, there was practice. I did cross country my senior year, so that year there were always races and stuff. Holidays were always more important because I had to do whatever the family was doing. And because I, had to follow along with my family's plans, I always felt busy back then. But now that I'm an adult, it just feels hard to find any meaning. I made myself a to-do list, so yep, there's my to-do list. I'm gonna make lunch right now. TJ made making lunch easy for me though, because he had chicken marinating, so I'm heating the oven up to 370, 375 about, and then I'm gonna put this in, and then I'm not sure if we have rice or not. I'll have to check. For my first meal today, I'm having a bologna and cheese with mayo sandwich. I melted the cheese and warmed up the bologna. So it's kind of like a grilled cheese, but I didn't toast the bread. I just finished my bologna and cheese sandwich, and I just ate that to hold me over because TJ has another hour before he's done with work, and then he'll probably be home in like an hour and a half or so because he's got to get a ride from a rideshare service. Not a rideshare service, but like a transportation service. But anyway, I was just really hungry and I hadn't eaten anything yet, and it is already 11 a.m. So I was just like, to hold me over, I should eat something so I'm not feeling nauseous and whatever. Anyway, we have some pineapple chunks in a can. We've got a couple cans of pineapple chunks. So we're going to have pineapple with lunch, and then we're going to have the chicken breast, or the chicken wings that are cooking in the oven with the leftover rice in the rice cooker over there. And then we have some leftover corn on the cob too, so I think we'll just have that. And after lunch we'll probably go for a walk. Since I don't really have to do anything other than flip the chicken in a second here, in terms of making lunch, I'm going to work on our dishes. This plate is left over from yesterday when we had bacon. And then our dishes aren't too bad. We just have one sink full, and then that was just the pan we used yesterday for making dinner. And then that's just like a glass Tupperware, so not too bad. But I'm gonna put our clean dishes away and then wash these. Well, I just flipped the chicken, but I think I accidentally did it a little too late because the other side is a little dark, but it's not like burned, it just looks like that part right there. And the chicken's done. I was just informed by TJ that he usually reglazes it halfway through, so that's part of why it is a little bit darker, but I think it's still gonna be okay. We also have this bin that we put our extra dishes in, our extra dirty dishes. And so over here now, I am filling this up because I am going to do dishes outside today. And so I'm going to fill that bin up with some water and then wash the dishes out there and then bring them in and rinse them. So there's the dishwater. I'm using my Switch and a speaker to watch something while I do the dishes. Some of the dirty dishes there. The other dirty dishes there. Yeah, I'm gonna just be doing this for a while. I'm making good progress. Also, look, we got cat sponges. I like them. And then you can put that part over the sink nozzle to keep it out of the dirty dishes. Making good progress. So now I brought the dishes in here and I'm gonna rinse them off in there. And then that's all I've got left in that sink. Our lunch is right there. And then I've been, like I said, watching Red Tree stories. And here are all the dishes that I just did. I've still got a bit more to do, but there's the first round. In order to reheat the ice, you just put an ice cube on the rice like that. And then you just put it in there and it makes it stay moist. And here's TJ's lunch. I had it ready for him when he got here. Well, I had it ready for him after he got out of the shower after work, so some pineapple juice mixed with cranberry juice and, you know, the chicken and rice. And this is the last of the dishes. Over here as well, I got the knives drying. I have, these are all that's left for our dirty dishes. And then I also have to wash this after I eat my chicken, but I just use that to cook, so that's why it's dirty. And I've got our bins that we use drying out there, and I wiped them out already clean. Well, I washed them out, rinsed them out, and then wiped them. And then I'm gonna clean off this table and fold it back up, and I'm gonna wipe off our glass table because it's kind of dirty. And I'm gonna sweep out here, and then I think we're gonna go for a walk. TJ's home after he just worked 5 hours. Monday through Wednesday he works like 7 to noon or 8 to 1. 2 or 3 of those days usually. Sometimes he has a day off, like yesterday he had Monday off, but then he works today and tomorrow. So, but he's home playing this cool game that is like, they become like biomutants, although in the game people call them bioterrorists, but like, I don't know, I don't know much about the story. Are all bioterrorists usually bad, or are most of them good?
No, so a conduit is somebody who gains powers, and then bioterrorists are the name that they give those people, and like actual bad people with powers.
Oh, okay, so they just like lump them all together.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can see it looks really, really good. Anyway, I'm finishing up. As you can see, I've got the dishes and everything are pretty much good. So now I am just wiping down the tables out here Nice and clean. Lots better. And I just swept. The porch is all taken care of. The last thing I have to do before I sweep and mop the floor is just cleaning off the stovetop. So it looks like that now. And after the stovetop is cleaned. I've got all the dishes put away, so now I'm gonna heat up my chicken in the microwave and eat it with my rice. Those dishes are just drying a little bit, but I wiped off the sink, and TJ and I are also both gonna finish these up. I'm gonna have the lemon one, and he's gonna have the pineapple one, because we've had them for a while and I just want to get rid of them out of the freezer. The last thing I have to do is just sweep and mop. The floor is kind of dirty. And then we're gonna go out and go for a walk. Oh, and I'll clean that table quick too. This is the dust pile from the kitchen, or all the dirt from the kitchen floor. I've finished cleaning the kitchen, so I'm gonna have my rice and chicken now. I heated the chicken up, so now I'm gonna do this. The ice cube, like I said I think earlier, helps keep it moist. And then our living room is pretty clean already, but I straightened it up over there. Our balcony is pretty clean. I wish it didn't look so stained up, but that's just the way the floor is. And then we got this area all cleaned up, the table all clean. The floor is done. The garbage is taken care of. Counters are cleaned off, the stove is cleaned off. So, successfully cleaned the kitchen, yay! I've got the pan I cooked the chicken in soaking, because obviously you guys saw it was really caked in the sauce that we cooked the chicken in. Here's my lunch, having a glass of water with the chicken and rice. I'm excited to eat. The bologna sandwich held me over though just fine. Eyes from across the street. I was looking at you, babe. I was looking at you. Looking at you, babe. I was looking at you. I was looking at you, babe. Looking at you. I'm feeling kind of nice. I put my necklaces I like on, and I did my hair, and I even like blow dried it slowly, and it I think is looking pretty good. I'm across the street. Ooh, babe, let me love, ooh, babe, let me love, ooh, babe, let me love, ooh, babe. Yeah, we can't keep our eyes open the best. We are taking another walk today. We're going a different way this time. Yesterday we were over there, across the water. Today we're going in the other direction. And we both wore swimming trunks and we've got some swim towels in the backpack. So we're gonna try to go swimming. We think it's probably warm enough at this point. Anyway, bye! This time we went the other way along the river. Doesn't really matter where you go, everywhere is super pretty though. We have walked a total of about 1.8 miles right now, and we are going right over in that direction because over there is the beach. So I'm really excited to go swimming. We're here. This is the beach.
That's crazy.
You look nice.
I can't see the
I know.
in my eye.
Sorry.
What? Where did he come from? I don't know.
While we're at the beach, we just found this. Someone else had made it before we got here. It's like a Zen farm or something, and it's like a little village in the sand. It's kind of cool, except for the cigarettes. The cigarettes kind of suck. This is a really nice spot. I didn't realize the sun sets so nicely over here.
Try again. Nice. Nice.
We've been at the beach for about 2 hours. There's a lot of other people here, which is why I'm at an awkward angle. But anyway. We are on our way home right now from the beach, which you just got done seeing. But we got some stuff from Dollar General, because Dollar General is right over there. That sign and that building across the road is Dollar General. We're in the downtown now. It's always so decorated and everything. It's a nice area. And we are home! Ah! Crazy, 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 blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, TJ just is gone in the shower and he's starting the water. So, you guys can hear that. Yeah, those are shower sounds. I'm gonna go join him now. Bye. Sorry. This is the stuff we got at Dollar General for our general essentials. Toilet paper, that was $5 exactly, plus tax after the price. This dish soap, it was $3.85. Garbage bags, I don't remember. I think it was like about $4. And mayo was $3.25. I am hungry and I want a late night snack, so I'm frying some bacon and I'm frying a piece of bologna and I'm gonna make a sandwich. Bologna and bacon, cookie cooked on the stove. For lunch today, I'm gonna make some of these Knorr pasta side bags, and then I'm deciding what else to make too. I've got this iceberg lettuce head, and I've got some tomatoes, so I'm gonna try to make a salad. The milk, butter, and water has to boil, and then I can add that. It's boiling now, so I can add this. And then there's the other pack, so I'm gonna add the other pack. I just got the packet stirred in, and I reduced the heat because it's supposed to be a light boil for about 10 minutes. I had a little less than half a tomato in a Ziploc bag in the fridge left over from BLT's, so I'm gonna cut that up for the salad. I am also making some bacon to go with lunch. I just want to give us some protein and whatever. The bacon is getting there. And then I just turned off the heat. Oh, well, I meant to. Just turned off the heat for the pasta. And I added some mozzarella and cheddar cheese to the salad. And we're going to use yum yum sauce. I just added yum yum sauce, and I also added Parmesan cheese, cheddar, and mozzarella. So I added bacon, and then I also crunched up some of those pita chips for like croutons, and the salad's pretty good. We are about to eat lunch. After lunch, it's time for cleanup, so I'm gonna do the dishes and then wipe up the countertop and the stovetop. Well, we just got some good news because I applied for half of what we need, which is $850, because we need $1,700 to pay for the car repair. If you didn't catch that in the last vlog that I did, we need $1,700 because we had to replace the water pump and the serpentine belt, and a couple other things had to be done on our vehicle in order for it to be in driving condition. And so I applied for half of that, and I have $850 now to go for it. I'm gonna have to pay back that loan over the next year, but that's fine. I got a decent deal. We didn't have to take out a payday loan, and we didn't have to take out a loan that was going to be like 400% APR. So that's a win. TJ has been figuring stuff out, and he has a little bit of money coming in. I get paid on Friday a little bit, and so all together with this loan, we should be able to have like $1,200 or $1,300 by Friday. And then we're hoping that we can just figure something else out somehow, or we probably will just wait until next week when TJ gets paid, and we'll use that to cover what we need left. So anyway, we're feeling a bit relieved because, I mean, we have over half of what we need now, and we're pretty sure we're going to be able to pay for it by the end of this week, but for sure by the end of next week. And we just really didn't know what we were going to do, so I'm glad that we're reaching a solution. Anyway, it is after lunch and everything, and I just finished cleaning up in here. So I wiped off the countertop and cleaned off the sink, stovetop, and that countertop. And then they're drying right now, so I'll put them away later. I've got a few dishes left in the sink, but I'll just do those when I do the dishes for dinner. And yeah, I'm gonna sweep the floor, but that's pretty much it. Hi. There's like a whole bunch of deer right now over here. We are climbing up the mountain, the mountain, the mountain. We're climbing up the mountain, the mountain, the mountain. Babe, do you know that song? I think it's from Dora. Pretty sure.
Can you not just walk up?
Hey
It's tiring already as it is.
everyone. I wanted to just say hey and say thank you to lovely blue-eyed Liz because she found my channel again. And on that note, anyone who happens to find my channel, I'm gonna make a separate video that's slightly longer than this clip to talk about it. But basically, I just didn't feel like my video quality was very good. There were a lot of videos that I was proud of and I was like confident in them, and I wouldn't mind knowing that other people that I know have seen them and that kind of thing. But there were also a lot of videos I have made where I didn't really put a lot of time into them. I rushed them a lot. I've done some stuff that I kind of don't really want to be online. And so before my presence gets to be like too big and basically it's like, you know, whatever I post isn't gonna be reversible. I just wanted to take care of that issue before it got to that. But I'll make a longer video explaining more. But I just wanted to say, welcome back. I'm glad you found us again, Liz. See me fall down, let me die here slowly. Nothing goes right, not a trace of honesty. I'm to blame, so I'll remain. Black, white, day, night, it's all the same. See it run down, cut away, no worries. Say no more, I can surely say that I've had enough. I still refuse to believe. I can't remember that very day changed me. Happiness died like a light I carry to sleep tonight. We are home now for the evening, and we're gonna watch an episode of the Apothecary Diaries before we go to bed. And then our friend Charles is going to give TJ a ride in the morning at 4:30. Because he has to work at 6, or no, he starts at 7. Oh, no. TJ starts at 7, Charles starts at 6. Charles and TJ have to drive about 30 minutes away, and then Charles has to drive about 20-30 minutes back. So, he's going to help us out this week and possibly next week, but we should be able to get the car probably actually by this Monday, because we've had a couple of things work out for us well. I was able to get a loan for half of it, and it looks like we're going to be able to get the other half that we need. So anyway, that's their plan for this week, possibly next week, hopefully not. And now we are home, and I'm just making some spaghetti. Filling up the water right now. Water's boiling, bacon's sizzling. Probably can flip it in a second. And then we have this much of the lettuce head left that we used earlier, so I'm just going to make another salad. Some of the lettuce leaves are a little wilted, but it's edible and it's still pretty good. But we have had the lettuce head for a week or two, so it was showing its age just a little bit. The bacon's going. Water's not boiling yet, but I'm making bacon because first of all, I wanted to use up the pack, but second, the only other protein we have are eggs, which we usually use for breakfast or ramen. And then these chicken drumsticks are for something TJ's gonna make, because I don't cook with chicken drumsticks. I don't like cooking with, I don't like it when the bone is in there. I don't know how to cook it the best. And then bologna, which we are not in the mood for bologna tonight, so bacon it is. And here's the salad that we're having. It's pretty much the same salad as for lunch, except no tomato. Oh, and I also use sweet onion dressing instead of yum yum sauce. Here are our salads I just served up. We're gonna eat these while we wait for the water to boil because it's taking forever. Just strained it. We're using Prego.